Sulphur Springs, one of Tampa's historic communities, can most easily be identified by the ominous water tower visible from the interstate. This community was once home to an amusement park and an arcade so large that it was featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. In the olden days, Tampanians would ride the trolley to the springs to go swimming at the public pool, watch a movie at the theater, or to go shopping at the arcade. But those days are far gone. The trolley has since been dismantled, the arcade was destroyed in 1976 to build a parking lot for the dog track, and the community has been steadily in decline. Now Sulphur Springs is one of the poorest neighborhoods in Tampa, with half of its residents making less than $15,000 a year, one-third making under $10,000 a year, and 60% of the residents don't even own their own homes. It can also be one of Tampa's most dangerous neighborhoods. The streets are plagued with drugs, prostitution, and violent crime. What is most alarming about this community is not the crime or the poverty, but that almost half, 44% of the people living in these conditions, are children. Ed Ross is a grown-up who lives in Sulphur Springs. He'd have to be. He's lived there since 1968. An USF alumnus and a well-known maker of community art in the Tampa Bay area for many years, Ed saw the need for a response to what was happening in his community. So in the fall of 2003, he teamed up with Mike Parker, another USF alum, and with the support of the USF School of Art and Art History and the City of Tampa, he began Community Stepping Stones, a free, non-profit art program for the youth of Sulphur Springs. Ed believes art is the agent of social cohesion in any culture, and art education teaches young people important skills, like communication and problem solving. Moreover, community art directly demonstrates to students their impact on the community. One such demonstration is the organization's most renowned project, the Rowlett Park Murals. These massive paintings adorn the park's racquetball court, and the brightly painted forms on the monolithic surface are visible even in the distance. It would be considered an impressive feat, even if an adult had painted just one of the murals, but both were designed and executed entirely by a small group of teenagers. The first mural, titled You plus Me equals Community, was completed in 2005 and answered the question, what is a community? Local landmarks including the Springs Theater, the Water Tower, as well as people enjoying recreational activities together, like racquetball, was the answer they came up with. The second mural, however, raises a question. Exactly, completed in late 2006, revisits Sulphur Springs' familiar landmarks, like the Water Tower and stuff like that, but it also portrays three generations of women. In fact, women are the only people portrayed in the painting. This led the men who were playing racquetball while the mural was being painted to ask, well, where are the men? The kids simply responded, exactly. All the while, Mike and Ed were busy doing neighborhood restoration projects, cleaning up a vacant lot where residents dumped trash, installing a bench, and transforming it into a park. They purchased a house on the adjacent lot, which was formerly vacant and used for drugs and prostitution, renovated it, and now they use it as a home base. The art house, as they call it, is a modest facility, equipped with easels, a dark room, a Mac computer, and 2 printing presses. Rather than being confronted with crime in their neighborhood, teens in Sulphur Springs come to the art house after school and engage themselves with various projects. On Saturdays, USF students come to the art house to teach art and build projects alongside the Sulphur Springs teens. The Community Message Center is one such project. Ed believes USF students are positive role models for the youth of Sulphur Springs, and art has the power to change people's lives. He must be right, because over the past few years, Community Stepping Stones has transformed people's lives. High school students who were failing are now enrolled in college. Kids who had nowhere to turn now have a place where they can express themselves and be constructive. And instead of feeling like there's no way out, they can see that they can make a difference in their community. Ed must be right. Art is pretty powerful stuff.